on the slide, so we should be able to go through it speedily. What we do at Provenio Consulting, we cover manufacturing, construction, shipping companies, warehouses, municipalities, oil and gas, numerous different companies. We do training, which we're going to demonstrate some of today. I appreciate everybody that's getting involved with the training. Thank you very much. Here we're getting into first aid and CPR training. This song should be a little bit louder. All right, so we got April and Tony up here doing first aid and CPR. We do first aid, CPR, AED training, and lots of other emergency response. Our instructor, his name is Jim Harwitz. He's a 20-year police officer and EMT. He's worked on advanced EMT, or advanced life support ambulance services. So when he does first aid, CPR training, he's done it hundreds of times, saved many lives over the course of his career, and he's going to train your company, your team, right, so that if somebody needs first aid, CPR, or any other medical response training, they're going to know what they're doing because they've had proper training. Did you know that OSHA requires that if your business has hazards such as sharp things, machinery, stuff like that, working from heights, if you don't have medical response within 3 to 4 minutes of your business, you have to have a first aid and CPR team. Thank you very much. All right, next we have Aaron. All right, Aaron is sporting a hazmat suit, and he's checking the air with his atmospheric monitor. He's got a hard hat on and his face shield to protect him in case anything splashes. Using his atmospheric monitor, he's going to make sure that the air is safe from carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, low oxygen, or things that will go kaboom if there's an ignition source. And right now he is reacting off some acids and bases. I was going to bring a drum to do some overpack training, like how we contain a drum that wouldn't have a leak, but I had a little issue this morning. So Aaron is sporting some awesome PPE that's going to protect him from all the hazards. We're going to make sure that we understand what he's working with, what the chemistry is behind it, so that he has the proper PPE and not just putting something on. Did you know that when you open up your bag of microwave popcorn and it says not to open in front of your face, it's not because of the hot steam. It's called a chemical called diacetyl that is in that microwave popcorn that they don't want you opening it up and breathing all those toxic fumes in your food. Guess what? A lot of that stuff is used in manufacturing, and when workers do not understand what they're working with, bad things happen. So we want to make sure that we're always taking care of our workers, and we understand the hazards, and we know from accurate information on how to make that stuff work. All right, next up we have Glen McKluskey here. He is wearing some PPE, and he looks like a rock star. All right, I don't know if we can hear the sound here today, but he's a hardworking man, and he's going to be working on a piece of equipment. So he's going to shut down the power, and he's going to be putting a lock on that disconnect, that electrical disconnect. So if Wade is over here messing around on things, flipping switches, while Glenn is working on the machine, Wade's not accidentally going to turn that machine on because he has it locked out. All right, if we look at what he's wearing for PPE, he has his safety glasses on, looking snazzy in those sunglasses, and that hard hat he can wear backwards. All right, it has a special designation inside of it that says it can flip it around backwards, so he can wear it like that. So we want to make sure that we always know what type of PPE that we need to wear for the types of hazards that we're working around, the types of conditions we're working in. But we also have to train workers for every type of PPE they're going to wear. Because if they don't understand how to wear it correctly or how it actually works, bad things can happen. So we want to make sure we give every worker training on how to wear that PPE properly, how to choose it, how to inspect it, and all that kind of fun stuff. Thank you very much, Glenn. I appreciate it. Another service we do is OSHA 10 and 30-hour classes. So those cover understanding basic hazards. All right, next we have our fall protection. So we have Shane, Jerome, Cece. All right, they're coming up here wearing fall protection. They're going to be working from heights. They might be doing videographing, some window washing. We got Jerome up here and some aerial lift trying to take footage of a cool scene, and we got CC doing cool stuff up here. And we need to make sure they're wearing proper fall protection. 13% of all fatalities in industry are from falls. All right, so we have the fall protection here. Come on over here, Shane. So if we're going to be tying Shane off to a roof, here we have a little anchor. This goes right on the peak of the roof. Gets nailed in on top of that the cap shingle, and then Shane can tie off to this fall protection here. So what this is going to do is anchor out to the roof. This is going to move around with him. So we also have what's called leading edge protection. So if he falls over the edge of a roof with a sharp edge, this cable is not going to cut and send him falling to the ground. All right, so maybe we have CC tied off using a double light lanyard. So this is going to go on the back of her harness. And as you can see, we have two lines over here. That's because, let's say she's walking down a tanker, right, a railroad car. And it has a cable, so she has to unclip from one to the other. She never wants to be unclipped from that anchor, so she has two legs here. All right, thank you very much, Jerome, Shane, and Cece. So real quickly, if my background is firefighting and a lot of manufacturing and industry, so if people do not follow these safety things, I train on how to do the rescues, cold water rescues, rescues from heights, hazmat rescues, all that kind of fun stuff. I would rather your company or the companies that you work with never have to call a first responder to their site to perform a rescue. I would much rather come in from the beginning and make sure they know how to do it right. But also firefighting, doesn't that look fun? Tearing apart a bus. All right, so by the end of the decade, Provenio is going to be the biggest name in occupational safety and health, consulting, training, and all other services. And I would sincerely appreciate your help helping me get there. Referrals, let's be referral partners, and help each other grow each other's business. All right, thank you very much, everybody, for being with us.
Thank you for that. That was